What is up, sports fans? JGait here, and I'm back with another episode of JGait Sports Talk. I'm not going to keep it too long today, just going to run through some topics, so let's get to it. First topic we're going to go into is we're going to get into last night's NBA action. 4 games last night. Knicks versus the Spurs, Kings versus the Pelicans, Bulls versus the Timberwolves, and there was the Pistons versus the Raptors. And I'm going to go through each and every single one. And first, we're going to start off with the Knicks, my team. And as you can see, I'm decked out in my Knicks gear. Got my Carmelo shirt. And I also got Amari Stoudemire. I'm representing him because he is the man. Knicks finally broke 4-game losing streak. Won 94-90. Carmelo Anthony, terrific game, 25 points, 7 rebounds. Derrick Rose did good too, 18 points. I mean, we were all rooting for the Knicks to win. Finally get a win. It's been a hard season so far. Especially after what happened with Charles Oakley. You know, to be honest, I'm pissed about it. Because he did not deserve to be treated that way, no matter how the situation escalated with James Dolan. Totally unacceptable, totally uncalled for, and I think it's stupid that he's now banned from Madison Square Garden. I mean, he's a Knicks legend. How can you do that to the guy? But I was excited last night to see Latrell Sprewell at MSG because he was one of my favorite Knicks players back in the day, along with Allen Houston. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but when I was 9, I went to a Knicks game, and I saw Allen Houston score 50 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. And that was the best basketball game I ever saw. So, Spurs, they did all right. 36 points from Leonard. LaMarcus Aldridge, he 15 points, 10 rebounds. But it wasn't enough. But I mean, Spurs are one of the best teams in the league. They're 41-13. The Knicks, they really played their hearts out. They played the right kind of basketball. And I congratulate them. But they just got to keep it up the rest of the season. And who knows what's going to happen with Carmelo. Like, I hope he stays. I don't really want to see him go. There's been a lot of drama this season, but with a new coach and all, but we'll get through it. Okay, next game we're going to discuss is Kings versus the Pelicans. Kings won 105-99. On the Pelican side, you had Davis, another great performance, 32 points, 10 rebounds. From Jrue Holiday as well, 16 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds. And you had, on the Kings side, you had DeMarcus Cousins, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 12 of them defensively. Another great game for the Kings in another, somewhat bad season. But the talk of that game last night was with 3 minutes left in the half, Pelicans shooting guard Buddy Hield was ejected for a flagrant foul after he hit Cousins in the groin. And that was totally uncalled for. I mean, you can't do that. You gotta watch your hands, man. Gotta watch where you put those hands. And I hope that didn't come out wrong, but just gotta watch the way you play on the court. Alright. Moving on. We're gonna just get into a little bit on the last 2 games. First off, Timberwolves and the Bulls. Timberwolves won the match 117-89. Karl Anthony Towns, pretty good performance along with Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins and Towns, 27 points and 22 points respectively. I mean, that team has got a lot going for them in the future. I mean, they're a good team. They just got to get better in some areas. So, I mean, the Bulls fall to 26-29. Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, unfortunately, they're on the bench for you-know-what reason. I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm just going to move on to the last game, and that is Pistons and the Raptors. Close game. Pistons won 102-101. DeMar DeRozan, really the star of the game, 26 points, 7 rebounds. Not too much action happening from the Pistons, but no, it is what it is. I mean, there will be more NBA action tonight, and I'm going to watch as many as I can. Okay, now, moving on. I'm just going to do a little quick recap of Super Bowl 51. As you all know, Patriots beat the Atlanta Falcons 34-28. And yeah, that was a intense game. At the half, Falcons were leading 21-3. And after that, Brady made probably the best comeback in NFL history. He managed to get the game into overtime. And the Patriots won from those 2 touchdowns from James White. Brady has just added to his resume as the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Even though I hate Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. But it's just the way it is. He's going to end up being the greatest quarterback who ever played in the NFL. All right. And the last topic we're going to get into right now is tonight, UConn women's basketball is seeking their 100th straight win. Unbelievable. The last time they lost was November 2014. Their coach, Gino Auriemma, correct me if I pronounced it wrong, he's really done a great job leading that squad. I mean, I hope he gets it. I hope the team wins their 100th straight game. It'd be quite an accomplishment. I really would. Okay, that concludes this episode of JGait Sports Talk. I'll try and be back next week. Until then, peace out, sports fans.